Welcome back, Candle Boys. Today we're checking out the first episode of The Masked Rider, man. This man's a Kamen Rider freak. How'd you feel about it?
Hey man, this show is gas.
It's definitely unorthodox.
Nah, this is different, bro. This is the most dedicated 40-year-old I've ever seen in my life, man.
For sure, man. He really took being a fan to the next level. He really embodies being a Kamen Rider.
Since birth, man.
For sure.
Since birth.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about you, but initially when I saw the concept of the show based off of the anime poster, I thought it was gonna really be a story where he gets Kamen Rider type powers. Nah, bro, he's just doing it for the love of the game.
Nah, he do got the Kamen Rider powers. It's just within himself.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
It's like something just takes over him, man, and he just becomes the Kamen Rider.
Bro, this man was taking out bears. I think he just got elite genetics.
Bro, he elbowed the bear in the eye.
Dog.
And he flipped him.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that was disgusting.
Let's explain this a little bit more, man. The synopsis of this show is this kid, right, grew up loving Kamen Rider the series. He used to watch reruns of it all day, every day, to the point where even when he got to high school, he was still a Kamen Rider addict, bro. Homie would legit go stand at the hilltop by the riverbank and hit the poses. To the point where he was getting ostracized in school because somebody that saw him going, "Hi."
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That little
You know what I'm saying? Homie was low-key an outcast for it. But he didn't stop, bro. He's dedicated. He said, I'm a hero of justice for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? To the point where one of the hussies tried to pull up on him, you know what I'm saying? Tell him I love you, but it was all a prank. And instead of even crashing out on his classmates for setting him up like that, he just walked
away.
I was like,
that's the aura, man.
Yeah, I had to give it
to him. People don't handle it like that.
For sure.
Aura.
And honestly, homegirl actually did feel bad, you know what I'm saying, for doing him like that. So she tried to go, apologize and make it up to him a little bit. But as always happens on these riverbanks, man, some bullies pulled up. In every anime, if I see a man standing by the river, I know something's about to get active. Point being is one of the gangs from the other school pulls up and tries to straight steal Shorty because she thought, because the girl that he got pranked with, right? She's normally dating the gang leader at his school. So this other gang was like, hey, I didn't know you weren't dating homie anymore. You said your new boyfriend? Man, screw him. Just come with me. And I was just like, oh.
You got straight to the point.
Yeah,
bro.
force for is crazy. You know what I'm saying? He just grabbed her and started trying to walk off. But our boy, you know what I'm saying? He won't protect himself, but he won't stand for injustice against others. You know what I'm saying? He legit held him to the point where he was like, hey, yo, this man's grip strength is out of this world. He tried to sock our boy. What's his name? Tojima, man. He tried to sock him. He caught the punch and then hit this man with a rider fist.
Bro was bleeding out on the ground, man.
Oh, straight broke his nose or something. He was just straight bleeding out over there. And then his little lackeys tried to pull up. It was two of them. Low key, because the way the series is set up, I'm he's still a regular human being, but I didn't realize this man's been training the Kamen Rider regiment for years.
Since birth.
He caught both their kicks and they knocked them both down with kicks himself. I was like, okay. He's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting for that moment, bro.
Bro, to the point where even when Shorty was trying to be worried about him at the end, he was like, it's whatever. Just walked off. I was like, oh, aura. I was like, maybe he's about to get himself a huzzy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
2 times in a row of aura, man.
But as usual, it doesn't last forever, man. Because at this point, man, when the dude was knocked up on the ground, he was just like, man, I'm going to get you back. As soon as I heard him say that, I was like, oh, every time these Japanese bullies spin the block, man, they going to come back with 10 more dudes and a bat. And the next scene,
they did
he had
exactly
20 dudes, and everybody had a bat on him. And so they went to his school, called him out straight up. All the whole student body watching, oh, they asking Tojima, not even her man. What's going on here?
Mind you, her man's just out here hiding.
Bro.
Crazy.
Hiding behind a tree. Trying not to be seen. And so our boy went down there because, let's say he's a man of justice. He tried to be like, hey, man, for her honor, man, we got to do this the right way. He low-key called them all pussies. He was like, y'all should be fighting evil, not me.
They all got scared when he said that, though.
You know what I'm saying? He had some aura with it. The problem is it was still a 20v1. First round, they pack him up. You don't think he got a single hit in, bro. They hit him with the bats, punched him, kicked him, stomped him out.
Couldn't even see his face after that, man.
Dog, he was done for. Left him in the rain and some mud. I was like, yo, Not looking good for our boy, man. They start walking off with the HUDs like she's the prize. And next thing you know, man, she's like, anybody help. And mind you, their teachers are out there. One of the teachers even has like a little kendo stick. And I was like, what you even doing, bro? Like,
Hey, man.
he literally about to let one of the students get dragged off by some gangsters.
You're not about to get
crazy.
jumped too. They saw what they
You
did to
had
him.
the teachers with you, man. You better
You
lock
saw
in.
what happened to him.
You want a tool, man? He said, I've seen too many of these incidents, man. Not for me. So point being is, she was like, you know what? I'm going to call him one more time. She said his name. And it just woke something up in him, bro.
Yeah, he unleashed a god at that point.
Oh, he like opened one eye because the other eye's too swollen. It's like swollen shut. Homie's beat to hell. And he takes off his shirt. And he has the Kamen Rider belt just like drawn on his stomach, bro. Like an absolute psychopath.
That man transformed into the Kamen Rider.
Bruh. It was so crazy and cringy. And it worked. Because as soon as he did that, the bullies all start laughing like, bro, who is this guy? But they didn't realize who they was messing with, dog. Because as soon as he started laughing, bro, he hit him with that rider punch.
Bro, that rider punch is deadly, bro.
It be doing damage.
Every time I've seen him do it,
He be sending people
somebody
flying.
gets sent to the
Bro,
other
it's straight
side of the universe.
shockwaves.
Disgusting.
So
Disgusting.
he knocked that dude out. They didn't even show the rest of the fight, but he packed up 20 dudes by himself in high school.
Yep.
And at this point, I was like, oh, you probably just run stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
But as soon
Now
as
he
he
just
walks
needs
up
to
to
beat
the
up the
Huz,
gang at his school now, and then
bro,
then he gonna be
he's
valid.
out. You know what I'm saying? But sadly, he walked up to the Huz afterwards, like, hey, you okay? And she was like, you're scary. I was like,
Mind you, I got beat up for you.
on me. I ain't
You
gonna
have the
lie.
audacity.
I understand his trauma now. Because immediately after that, bro,
audacity.
it cuts to this man being 40 and alone. Working construction jobs. You know what I'm saying? Still doing his Kamen Rider workouts in the woods and stuff, man. I was like, dang.
That's when he packed up that bear.
Facts. Like, it's like he just gave up on like everything else in his life besides just Kamen Rider and surviving. You know what I'm saying?
But he technically did give it up because then he had to go and sell all his merch.
Yeah, because he was just like, honestly, when I die alone at some point, I just don't want someone to throw it out. So I might as well sell it to maybe somebody who's going to care about it. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he already assumes like that's just where his life's headed.
Yeah, that's awful.
Even though I'm like, bro, you've been training for to be Kamen Rider for 40 years, man. Like, you could have done a lot in that time at the same time, you know?
Could've. I think he just...
Tough. You
Lost
just
the
waiting
faith.
for some shock troopers to pull up.
I don't know why he waited like that. He could have just fought regular crime the whole time if that was the case.
Something. Okay, go to the army or
They
something.
just don't have to be actual shock people. I forgot what they're called exactly.
Yeah, it's a shock trooper.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, close enough. Y'all know what I mean. Point
Yeah.
being is, he finally started to try to give up on it. And as soon as he wants to try to give up, bro, he checks the news. And on the news, there's like a whole new trend of criminals straight stealing from like different establishments with a shock trooper mask. And so, like, at first he was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, they need Kamen Rider. But then at the same time, he's like, but this isn't real. So I was like, okay, it's a little late, but you maturing a little bit. He was like, nah, I'm just going to ignore that. That's lame. And I was like, interested.
It's going to get you eventually.
For sure. And so next thing you know, he went to this festival, which we also saw him go to as a kid with his dad. So I guess he probably goes like every year.
They didn't explain if that his dad walked out on her or not right there, because it showed him giving him money and then it
that
just
was
showed
the milk,
and it's just walking out. So I'm sitting here like, I don't know.
They might explain that later. I'm gonna assume so far that maybe his dad did not leave his life at that point, but he did hand him a big chunk of money, so
Yeah,
a little crazy.
it's a little sus. I don't know.
But either way, man, he goes to this little takoyaki spot, you know what I'm saying, buys some of the food at the vendor. He's like eating kind of behind the stand. And then we cut to the woods and we see this mafioso dude hanging out with these three thugs who kind of started the shock trooper trend of like stealing. And so they look, we don't want to do it no more, but we find out the mafia boss, he's like, hey, I really like Kamen Rider, the show, but I don't like Kamen Rider himself, okay? I like the shock troopers. Y'all are going to put this shit on.
I still don't understand the logic behind that, but it makes me realize that he is also just a 40-year-old living that dream.
Bro, he really just the opposite version of him, but he went to crime instead.
Literally, bro.
Because the shock troopers, I guess, are like his obsession. You know what I'm saying? He really wants to be one if he can.
Yeah, he's probably got the shock trooper merch at the crib
For
too.
sure. So like he's looking like he's going to be set to be the main antagonist, but he sends those dudes in to intimidate some people. I'm assuming mostly for the Yakuza, right? And so they pull up on the stand, bro, and they start putting in work, destroying homie stuff, bro. Like they smashing his stand in, then they start grabbing him, and
they put him in a full Nelson,
bro.
And he had to sit there and just take those hits, dog.
They was kicking the crap out of this old man. I was like, yo,
back him up.
And mind you, the MC is right there watching it, like, oh, this looks crazy. But like he's partially in shock about what they're doing, but he's mostly in shock about the fact that they got the shock trooper masks on. I think that's the part that's low-key tripping him up, and he was like, you know what, I gotta do something, but I can't show my identity. And I was like, I know where this is going.
All I'm saying is the dude that sold him that mask saw his identity anyway. But
he's gonna be like, that's him right there.
But it's okay.
Hey, I don't know what it is. Once he put that mask on, that Kamen Rider mask, bro, he turned into a different person.
That mask didn't even fit his face, bro.
It did not. But the aura.
Yeah, man went Super Saiyan on him, bro. It's crazy.
And I think what makes it so funny is he's really a regular guy, technically.
They just giving him this,
but he's locked
combat skills, man.
Nah, I don't think that's given, bro. He trained for this.
No, he did.
It's like those videos where you be seeing like people doing crazy stuff in the gym. You're like, what is he trading for? Like that's him. That's facts. He'd be that guy. Yeah, point being is he pulled up on the three of them. He does his whole little spiel like, I am the Kamen Rider. He hits the freaking pose on him, and I was just like,
he starts tearing up, man.
Bro, he started crying. I know they thought he was crazy. They were like, he's off the fentanyl. I was like, what's going on here? But next thing you know, man, he hits one of them with that rider punch. Boom. Flatline.
Sends him to space.
The second one, he low-key did like an uppercut version, but like there was a shockwave. I don't know if you peeped that. I was like, that man might have actually died from that. His body lifted off the ground.
The only one that's dead is that third guy.
For sure. He kicked that man's stomach in.
Bro,
he jumped
throwing up noodles.
That was like a WWE move. I ain't even gonna lie. Because the way he jumped up to the top of the stand and then jumped off of it and then did the drop kick, I was like,
disgusting.
Ugh.
Yeah, he didn't make it out, bro.
Yeah, that's over with. And he went so crazy, the crowd wasn't even like cheering him on or nothing. They were just in shock. Even the dude that was getting beat up was like, oh.
I just think it's more funny because they really didn't even want to do it on this last one. They were like, I don't want to wear this mask. Like, I don't want to do this no more. And they just got
packed up by a fanatic.
Crazy.
But yeah, after that, man, we see the Yakuza boss was also in the crowd. He peeped it. So I feel like now there's going to be like some bad blood between them two, for real, for real. But that was a pretty crazy first episode, man. What would you rate it?
10, bro.
Yeah. It was weird, but like it was a good weird. That's what I would say, man. I definitely recommend if you haven't decided to check it out, definitely check it out. Aside from that, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch y'all. Peace.